So for example, what we're going to be doing now, we're not going to be orchestrating, we're just going to be moving the data. So I'm like, oh, okay, this can easily be done. If it's a one-off load, it can easily be done on Jupyter Hub, and I don't need to ever bother about it again. You want to consider all of these. You also want to consider if, well, you're working for a company and you're like, oh, cost is a concern. You want to go for more open source tools like Airflow, Luigi, Dagster to orchestrate, and then maybe create more custom Python ETL pipelines. But yeah. So yeah, these are considerations that I take into account when I'm building an ETL. So let's extract the data. Bob the builder is here with us. These are the only two libraries we'll be needing. And so I've just gone ahead to import them. And this is the URL to the doc. I downloaded this doc, so let me show you what it looks like. Yeah, this is what the data looks like from the World Bank. Okay, just some. When I was thinking about what data to use, I did an interview 2 years back, or I think early this year, and this was the exact interview question. So, hi guys. Anyways, so the whole idea was to get the data, read data from this sheet called Data November 2021, and take the first 2,000 rows and a number of columns that you were given and just warehouse it. Now, I'm not sure how you would get the link, but here's the URL if you can. Anyways, so this is the URL. If you can, iPhone has this feature where you can take a photo and copy, so you can pass. I don't know how that will work. I will just give, I don't know, how much time do we have? I'll give 3 minutes so everyone can get this sorted. I'm trying to zoom, I promise. I'm not a bad person. Just a minute. Well, I give you guys this link. Okay, three dotted line. Let me see. I'm not seeing some. Have we all gotten that sorted? No? It's going to be so sad if this is a workshop and we are not working. Are we done? Or you would think that you say that. Yeah? Oh no. Okay, okay. Thank you. So I should put it here. Be careful. I know I have the. That's all. Next. Because of the accident.
So let's test it first. Yeah, so everyone, a QR code is being created. So once we are done, we're going to share it on the screen. So you can just use your phone and scan it here.
Does it work?
It should work. Is this for?
Done? Are we good?
Can't see. It worked. It worked, Abby?
So everybody has the data. Yay! Technology. I don't know, just don't put this up. Are we done? If you're done, hi. Hi. Okay, so we're going to continue now. So I said we're going to be taking data from this sheet. So let me copy out the name of the sheet. Okay, good. So this is the URL, and I want to read data from this URL where the sheet name is that, and the data where the sheet name is that. So let me just see that I can read this. Okay, so I'm gonna try to run this. It might take a while because this data is pretty large. So let's just see if our data read successfully. Oh no. Wait, what did I name it? Oh, I didn't name it. Sorry. Okay. So that should be faster, I guess. So just to explain what I've done, I imported pandas, SQL Alchemy. We'll talk about why we need it later. And I gave the URL, and then I'm just reading from the Excel file, which is, well, located in my system. And I'm reading this. Wait, sorry. I'm actually not reading it from my system. I'm reading it from the URL, yes. So, and this is the first 5 rows of the data. So I think we should pick these 3 or 4. Is that 5? IMFM, country, region, income, and year. So what we have done now basically is extracting the data. So now the data is, well, on our system or my system. And to transform it, what we basically want to do is copy only the first 2,000 rows and only these columns that are highlighted here. So let's do that. Let's call this updated data frame. So the updated data frame, I'm copying IMFM, country, region, income, and year. And then I also want the first 2,000 rows. So that will be, I'm picking from my data friends, folks get it. Yeah. I'm picking from the very first row to the first 2,000. So let's print this and see what it looks like. So this is what my data looks like now. We have transformed it, which is a part of the ETL process. We extracted first, transformed next, and at least this is the only transformation we want to, do on this data. So just to confirm that it is, 2,000 rows, let's look at the shape. Does shape have, trying to remember. Yeah, 2,000 and 5 columns. So we are good. Our data is fine. As part of the prerequisites as well, I mentioned that we should have an account with Elephant SQL. So I'm just going to walk you through that. Okay, yeah. This Elephant SQL, it's a free database that you can have online just to try out stuff, warehousing and all of that. So we're going to get started for free. What is our instance? Well, Soviets have created a lot, so let's just do this. I already created it, but let me just create another called data first. So let's create one called data first. Select region, just follow the prompts, review, and voila, we have a brand new database system. So we're going to be warehousing it here. This is, however, where I'm warehousing. I don't know. Sorry. Are you guys following? Am I talking to myself? You're following? Ah, I'm so sorry. Where did you get lost? Let me know. Ah. Wow, I'm a really terrible teacher then. Okay. Let's start. Let's go back just a bit. Right? Here's what I did. I imported pandas since that's what we're going to use for our transformation. I put my URL there because I didn't want to make it extra long here so you could see what I was doing. And then I used pd.readExcel to read the Excel sheets and the sheet name. This is the particular one. There are different sheets with different data on the Excel. So I'm only reading this. And then I did df.head just to get the first 5 rows and see that we read data accurately. So we moved on from the extract part where we're sure we have extracted the data fine. So we moved to the transform part. So the transformation we chose to do, or I chose to do, was from this entire data, I read IMFN, country, region, income, and year, and then I'm only reading the first 2,000 rows. It's a lot of data, so I think to make it faster, I'm reading the first 2,000 rows. Does everybody get up to that part? Are we good? Awesome. So just to confirm that it was actually what I wanted that I got, I took the shape, which is 2,000 rows and 5 columns. Yeah, we good? Okay, good. So we are done with the transformation inherently. That was fast, I know. And now we are going to go to the loading part. So for the loading, I decided there's a link, Elephant SQL. If you Google it, it will come up. You can create a database that's free. Yeah. So that's what I did. I just walked you guys through creating a database system on Elephant SQL so that we can load our data. We have done the extract, we have done the transform, we want to load now. Are we good? Does everybody understand that? Do you have a question? You refuse to magnify. You tried. Are we good? Eh, ah. What do you want? You cannot hear me. Okay, so the slides are available. We're going to get to the slides. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so for the one we're going to be using, the database instance, we're going to be using this one called Data First Africa. If you go into your Data First Africa, it gives you your URL, which is supposedly how you can connect to your database. You have your password, your username, and every other information you need to connect to your URL. So we're going to just use the URL since it already has all the information we need. I'm going to sit down now so I can reach. So we're just going to copy this and yeah. Hold on. I'm going to use a sample. Okay, so this is why we we imported Alchemy, and this is our engine. This engine info is the same thing as what we had for this guy. So I'm just going to copy and replace. I have an extra. Yeah. So we created engine. We remember we imported SQL Alchemy as DB. This is a function, a method, sorry, with LKL Alchemy, and all we're doing is just using it to create an engine, and that's it. So I'm running this to ensure that. What? Create engine. Create engine. And well, my alchemy has gone away. What's the problem? It has. Oh no. You know what? That's something. But it's the same thing. It's okay. It's the same thing. It's completely fine. Yep, I still gave same error. It's okay. That's fine. Mistakes happen, so we'll just walk through it. Why is. Yeah, yeah, I see that. Yes. Oh, thank you. Sorry. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That. Yeah, that worked. Yay. Thank you so much. Let's just check that everything is still fine. Okay, good. And we are gonna copy our data. We're actually going to load it now, so I just need a new code tab for that. So our updated DF, we want to name it World Bank Excel, and we're calling our engine. This is a data frame method to SQL, copying to a SQL database. So we're just saying if the table exists, replace it. We don't have indexes on this guy, so it's fine. Don't give us index. And method is multi. If we had one or two more Excel, so let's run this. It should be loading our data to our database, and yeah, it gave us the number of rows that it copied. And let's go back to our database. Okay, so let's see. This is our data, and let's just execute that. Yeah, see? All done. We have built an ETL process from beginning to the ending. Yes, granted, this is a tip of the iceberg, but we did it. We built our ETL. We built a data pipeline. So yeah, hands up for us. So yeah, our data is available now on the database, and will live there for till whenever they come to tell me to take it down. I was just wondering. I hope you understood all the processes and everything it took for us to get here, and you can appreciate how easy that was. Well, Not easy, but you get into issues. Thank you for helping me, solve one that I didn't find on time. You run into issues, but we did it. We built a data pipeline. So does anyone have any questions? Sorry, do you?
The data first something that you clicked on the database or the server or whatever. Has it been pre-made or you made it while you registered?
We created it here on Elephant SQL. It was just a database that we created free from here. Yeah, it gave you the URL, it gave you everything you need. Otherwise you just put, I think the way it goes is hosts, no, name of database, pass hosts, no, maybe host name, I'm not quite sure. Host name, user, and then password, yeah, and then what's that thing called? Port. Yeah, that's it. Any other questions?
So, good afternoon. So, because the way you create your database engine here, use the Advanced SQL. What if I have my database in maybe like SQL Server or Postgre? Can I still connect it to the database on SQL?
Absolutely. You realize that when I'm creating the engine, I specified Postgres SQL. So if it is SQL Server, Google BigQuery, Redshift, whatever, this method pretty much works for creating any engine from any database.
Actually, the question is that you use Relevant SQL to create a database. I'm not saying if the database is already on SQL Server, how can you connect to that database? The URL you use from yeah for SQL Server.
Dialects, name of my database, username, password, Elephant SQL at that. That's it. But this is peculiar because this is on Postgres. I'm saying that this method works even with SQL Server, Redshift. You can create, read up about SQL Alchemy, create engine method. It works with a whole bunch of different things. Yes, across servers and everything. Any other questions?
Thank you. So what of because in this use case now we just have a static data table that we have to load into our database. Okay, what of a situation where we have a source that is constantly updating? For example, like business data that is constantly every minute, every hour, it is increasing. So how do you set up a pipeline that is refreshing or updating data into database? Execution?
I'm going to walk you through just creating that. For creating something like that, you have to have, or maybe you have to create an ID. I didn't create an index for this one, but for something that is incremental, we have to create an incremental ETL, right? So I wanted to say, for example, every time the data runs, I want you to pick data from the last 3 days and only copy where it is greater than what is currently in my database. Does that make sense? Okay, good. That's basically that.
My question is, you walk us through using Excel, right? What if I want to extract the data from a JSON file that has to do with the nested loops? How do I do that?
Pandas has read.json. Pandas has all you need. Pandas has read.json. What might even help is you being able to navigate and flatten that file using json.normalize. It's a pandas method as well. Flatten it, and then you can go from there and you just treat it like I did the Excel. Any other question? Are we almost done?
So what we just did here, we basically built a pipeline, right? Because like I'm an ML engineer and I've always been hearing about pipelines. So this is what you guys call pipeline. No, I'm asking.
It's your audacity for me. You reduced my job description to that's it. Then God will judge you. No, now, so you don't understand how basic this is. The fact that we didn't run into we ran into an issue. That's why you're like, that's it. God will judge you. It's fine.
Sorry, I'm back
No.
again.
Speakers, please begin to round up. You have
Okay, so
5
in
more
this
minutes.
case now, we have
5
to
more
be
minutes.
manually like run the process to be able to like transfer, or by association, or by I need this to be hands free, like automated. Like at the end of the day, to just load itself to the database.
I already spoke about this. I said we are just going to run it. We're not going to automate it because that would take a lot of time. There are a couple of tools you could use for automating it. We have everybody's favorite and everybody's daddy, Airflow. We have Darkstar. We have Luigi. I'm talking about the open source ones. We even have what's that? SSIS, the one online, the data factory. We have a bunch of them, paid, unpaid, DMS for AWS. We have a bunch of them to orchestrate data flow. Are we done? Any other questions? Yeah, look at us. We did it. Okay, so I'm going to shamelessly tell you guys to go follow me on Medium. I write about a bunch of different things or challenges I run into in data engineering journey. That includes Kubernetes, Docker, and all the other problems I have. The more you tell me, that's it. So please go follow me on Medium. My name on Medium is Jennifer Ibe. Yeah, thanks. Is that all? You don't?
Do our transformation on.
My name is spelled JENNIFEREBE. That's my surname.
Say, can you get all the files? Can she get all?
The Oh, the commands. Absolutely. I will send it to you guys. Ah, people have trust issues. I will send it to the organizer. Or you know what? Follow me on Twitter. I would create a file path and put it there, or a Google Drive link and put it there. How about that? Are we good? That's all. Okay. My name on Twitter is Jennifer underscore EBE or Best in Data Engineering. That's it.
Yeah, Jennifer, just comment, remind them not to put their credentials like that so that for safety reasons.
It's free, but if they hack you, you're on your own. Uncle, that's all. They should hack you. I'm very petty. I need to change. Okay, but that's it. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. I love talking to you guys. Bye.
Thank you.